So write your sentence. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and submit. So write your sentence. 7, yes. So what sentences you have written? We will be taking those sentences first. Yes. So 14 students have written 14 sentences. So these 14 sentences, but okay. Fourteen sentences. Others also can write and submit. Okay. So you have 30 seconds more. Yes. So we have the ground to start our work now. There are something like 20 sentences. 20 sentences are there. Okay, fine. So, fine, that's good. Many students, yes. Still anybody is there, I'm counting down and then afterwards you have to stop. Yes, sir. What number? Oh, sorry. Okay. End of class లో తర్వాత పంపిస్తాను. Okay. Right. Yes. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. 0. Yes. So there ends the matter. Now stop writing. No more sentences. Yeah. Stop writing. Okay. Good. Now, we are going to learn some things which are very, very, very important. Extremely important. Those sentences we are going to learn now. Standard sentences. Standard sentences. Yes. Standard sentences. Now, what are these standard sentences? Now, I want to tell you before this one, I want to tell you something. Okay. Right. So, number one, ordinary sentences and standard sentences. ordinary sentences and standard sentences. Okay. Fine. So, kinds of sentences. Kinds or category kinds, we can say kinds of. Kinds of sentences. Right. Sentences are of two kinds based on their quality. Based on their quality, there are two kinds of sentences. First one is ordinary sentences. Second one is standard sentences. Now, what is OET asking you? OET is a standard exam. OET has some standards. It is testing some standards. They are expecting certain standards. OET is not ordinary. So now what do you mean by this ordinary? Now let us see. What do you mean by this ordinary? Now let us notice that. Ordinary means common. Write down the synonyms. These will be useful every time. Ordinary means, okay, yes. Ordinary means common, simple, normal, general, usual. Common, simple, general, normal, usual. So such words. So these are ordinary sentences. Mediocre, mediocre, common, general, usual, normal, mediocre, usual. So these are some words. Now, what do you mean by these words? Let us consider that one. Now here, these are the things which anybody can do. These are extraordinary sentences. No, these are just ordinary sentences. And there are only two divisions, ordinary and extraordinary. That is what standard. General and special. So like this, two categories you can see here. And then, if you learn these things, that will be useful for you. Now you you talk with your friends or you write something. Then in those articles or in that speech, you will use ordinary sentences. Because the quality is very ordinary. The quality is very ordinary, very simple, very common, very usual, very natural. Anybody can use that. Anybody. Any Tom, Dick, and Harry can write these sentences. Then how can it be special for you? How can it be extraordinary? How can it be complex or specific? So that is the point which I am going to teach you now today. Yes. Fine. Now the second category is standard sentences. Standard means only standard people can write these sentences. Only extraordinary people can write these sentences. These are powerful people with powerful sentences. So that's what it is. Fantastic sentences. Whatever you want to say, you say. There are only two categories, one this side and one this side. So two different areas. Some people come till here and stop. 500 is OET is 500. OET is 0 to 500. And mediocre people will come to the middle, 200, and stop. And above 200 is extraordinary. We are scoring less. For example, 250, 200 to 350. 200 to 350, it is mediocre. Mediocre, average, below pass, below pass. And 350 and above, extraordinary. Those people will get excellent results. So I'm telling you that one. Do you want to be ordinary or do you want to be special? Special means 350 plus. Ordinary means 350 minus. So which side you want to be? That is more important. Decide now. If you want to be ordinary, type ordinary. If you want to be special, type special. I am giving you 30 seconds. I am counting 30 seconds. If you are ordinary, type ordinary. If you are special, type special. Kawaljit Kaur types special. Regimol, special. Very good. Very good. Susanna Thomas, special. Preeti, special. Decide whether you are ordinary or special. It takes so much time for you to decide whether you are ordinary person or special. I am special. Always special. Every time special. My students are special. My classes are special. My subject is special. My style is special. My way, my attitude, my pronunciation, everything should be special. Why should I be ordinary? I'm the special creation of God. And I'm doing everything to be special. So why should I be less? Why should I cry? I'm getting less than 350 marks. Why should I cry? Let me dance. That's it. Special people dance. Ordinary people cry, lament. 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 Somebody type in the chat box. Otherwise, everyone will forget. Lament. Lament. Yes. So why? Why should I lament? No. I'm happy. I am awesome. I'm excellent. I have a standard. Now, what are ordinary sentences and what are standard sentences? Ordinary sentences are very basic sentences. There was one teacher who was teaching OET, and I just, okay. So she wanted to prepare writing with me, and she is teaching OET. Don't ask me where and don't ask me whom. I cannot tell. You know better. Without a teaching certificate, many teachers are teaching English without any certificate. Teaching certificate. This is English language. Without knowing any methodology. No CELTA, no Delta, no B.Ed, no M.Ed, nothing. And teaching English. Okay? Right. Then next, no English qualification. I am English medium. That means 50% in the world can speak English, write English, teach English then. Because 50% are English medium students. English medium and vernacular mediums. So 50 is vernacular and 50 is English. So all the 50% people can teach English then. I passed in OET. Many people passed. You just passed in OET. It shows that you are proficient in English to some extent, not extraordinary. You did not get an A grade. Even if you get A grade, it doesn't mean that you can teach English. You should have English qualification, Bachelor of Arts in English language or literature. Should study English for 5 years or 3 years at least. For school, only 3 years is needed. And she asked me, sir, teach me writing. I said, what are you doing? Are you nursing? Are you doing work? No, sir, I'm not doing work. I want to go to UK. I cleared everything, only writing I failed 3 times. Nonsense. You are teaching OET. What you are teaching? I'm teaching speaking, sir. That is the fun. I'm not joking. That was a real thing. I felt very sad. I asked, okay, you tell me one thing. I just did not want to teach because they will not be ready to listen. They will not be ready to, and she did not listen also. What is the difference between simple sentence and complex sentence? What is the difference between simple sentence, complex sentence, and compound sentence? Then she told me, simple sentences are simple sentences, sir. Complex sentences are complex sentences. And compound sentences are compound sentences. I said, what is the difference? That's sir. Yes, sir. Simple sentences, ordinary sentences, small sentences, one subject and one verb. Simple sentence. Useless fellow. You're telling simple sentence is an ordinary sentence. Crazy fellow. I thought. Simple sentence is a very, very special sentence. That fellow doesn't know that also. What is a simple sentence? They don't know. Now, there are some sentences, ordinary sentences. There are ordinary sentences. For example, I worked hard. This is one ordinary sentence. Any one person, Rajya Lakshmi or somebody else. Whatever sentences I'm telling, you can type there. Because I'm focusing somewhere else. Or in doctors, Surendra, Dr. Surendra. Write that sentence which I'm saying. Number one, ordinary sentence. Number one, I worked hard. This is an ordinary sentence. Anyone can use. Any Tom, Dick, and Harry can use. Even UKG student can use. There is nothing special in this. I worked hard. This is one ordinary sentence. Now write down the second sentence. I failed. I failed. These are two ordinary sentences. Yes. These are two ordinary sentences. Many people write such sentences in the OET exam. I'll tell you, I'll show you, I'll prove you. So, two ordinary sentences. Ordinary sentences. These are two ordinary sentences. Two okay. Two ordinary sentences. Two ordinary sentences. Number one, I worked hard. This is the I worked, not the. I worked hard. I worked hard. Number two, I failed. This is the basic. I worked hard. I failed. You can make it big. I worked hard every day in the morning. I worked hard in the morning every day. Every morning I worked hard for almost 1 hour. These are all ordinary sentences. These are all ordinary sentences. Only one subject is there, only one. All are extensions. See here. This is I. And this is worked. And these are 5. Hard in the morning from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock for almost 2 hours. Finished. I is the subject. Is the subject. Worked is the verb. Base, verb. And 5 branches. In the morning from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock for almost 2 hours. Very serious. Whatever you want, add 5 sentences, 5 pieces. These are all additions. So additions, don't take additions and think that it is very special sentence. No, 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 and no. I went to the market with my friend to buy some vegetables. Very big sentence, but it's a very ordinary sentence. Basic sentence. I went, finished. All others are additions. Nothing important there. But here, there are 2 basic sentences or 2 ordinary sentences. There are 2 ordinary sentences. Now we are going to make it these 2 sentences. We are going to see. Now we are going to see what are the things. Now, I want to ask you one question. Have you understood what are ordinary sentences? Ordinary sentences means there will be one verb, there will be one subject, and there will be one verb. and there will be or may not be one predicate. Subject and predicate. Subject is I, failed is predicate. Subject is I, worked hard is predicate. Subject and predicate. Or in that way, subject plus verb. I worked hard. I worked, subject plus verb plus some extra. I failed, subject plus verb. So this is it. Subject and predicate, only one subject and only one predicate, or only one subject and only one verb. That is ordinary sentence, an ordinary sentence. Did you understand? If you understand, say yes. If you did not understand, say no. I want to shoot. Yes or no? 10 seconds. 10 seconds. That's very clear. So if you write sentences like this, yesterday, the doctor prescribed medications for Lionel Ramamurthy. Ordinary sentence. Ordinary sentence. Why are you writing ordinary sentences? Yesterday, the doctor prescribed medications. Ordinary sentences. Only one subject is there and only one verb is there. Why? How do you expect excellent marks for this one? Now, I'm going to tell you. Now, these two sentences can be clubbed or joined, merged into one mega sentence. One mega sentence. I'm only taking to the next level. I'm not talking about higher level. I'm talking you to just OET level. Okay. So standard sentences are of three types. Standard sentences are of three types. If you are in a hurry, I cannot help you. Bear with me. I cannot go fast. I cannot go fast. Okay? Because I am teaching for myself, not for anybody else. Okay. I'm telling you once again, I'm not a people pleaser. Okay? I'm not a people pleaser. Just like that. I am a military commander. Follow my advice and save your skin and bring victory to the nation. And dance with joy afterwards. I am a military commander. Don't listen to me. Fall flat down there. Because the bullet is going to hit you. And you don't know where dynamites are there. I'm at the highest point and I'm ordering you in my walkie-talkie. So be careful. I don't have all the time in the world to explain you each and everything. First one is called simple sentence. First one is called simple sentence. Don't think that simple sentence means ordinary sentence. Never, never, never. Like that mad teacher who was teaching students without knowing what is the difference between simple sentence and ordinary sentence. Number two is complex sentence. So sentences are divided into three types: simple sentences, complex sentences, and compound sentences. Simple sentences, complex sentences, and compound sentences. So three categories based on the functionality. What are they doing in this? Yes, what type are there? What style you are using? Based on the style you are using to join these two sentences, the way how you are joining, the modification, the approach, the technique you are using. So these things will give the label. Okay. These things will give the label. Fine. So first one, simple sentences, complex sentences, and compound sentences. Now, what about this? Let us see these simple sentences now. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Now, I'm going to show you the distinction between these three things. Bear with me. It is very easy. There is no confusion. Only the thing is apply your mind. And you will get A grade in OET. This is my challenge. That's why I stopped taking students who are going just for crash course and 1 month course. I'm taking only, even doctors, I'm taking only full course. Prepare for 2 months or 3 months. Otherwise, no. Just rushing and spoiling my quality. I don't want. I don't want to spoil my quality. Better I don't take admissions for such people. Those who are really serious, they will come. No problem. No problem. So, now here, simple sentences. Sorry. See, mistake. Mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. To err is human. To err is human. To forgive divine. Somebody type in the chat box. To err, E-R-R. To err is human. To forgive divine. Somebody does some mistakes. People start laughing. Because they don't have divine quality. Oh, you don't know this, you don't know this. Oh, they'll start mocking at you, they start laughing at you. It's okay, be relaxed. It is, to err is human. We are human beings, we make mistakes. It's okay to do mistakes and learn some things, rather than not doing mistakes and not learning anything. Do mistakes and learn. No. So simple sentences. Write down. In simple sentence, what we are going to do is, yeah. Now, I worked hard. I failed. I worked hard. Why did I work hard? I wanted to pass. Why did I work hard? There is a reason. There's a purpose. There is a cause. There's a goal. There's an ambition. There's a motive. Write down. Write down. I don't know what I'll be speaking, but I'll be giving you a lot of synonyms. I'll give you a lot of synonyms. So note down, because these will be useful for you every day. Not to repeat. So, I worked hard. Why? Why? To pass. The reason is to pass. Because. The reason to pass. Why means because. Why? The main cause to work hard is to pass. The main reason for working hard is to pass. Different styles you can join these sentences. I worked hard because I wanted to pass. Because. So you answer. I failed. Cause and effect relationship. Write down, somebody in the chat box. Cause and effect relationship. The cause is there and the result is there. I worked hard and this is the reason I passed. That is the result. Now here you see, this is not like that. Positive cause, negative result. See the style there. Try to understand something there. Read between the lines. The cause is positive, the result is negative. I worked hard and I passed. Positive cause, positive result. I did not work hard and I failed. Negative cause, negative result. That's it. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. I'm sorry, I cannot type all these things. You make notes. Please. Please. Make notes. And afterwards, take the picture of that one and post it in the group. Everyone. So that no one will miss anything. United we stand, divided we fall. So here, I worked hard. Working hard is positive. There are two types of sentences. One second, please. Okay. So, now here try to understand. I worked hard. So sentences, write down somebody. Positive and negative. One is positive and negative. How can you say it is positive? How can you say it is positive? And how can you say it is negative? Sentence has two values, positive and negative. There are only two things. No half positive, no half negative. Either positive or negative. Good or bad. There is nothing called half good. Light or darkness. There is nothing called half light. Either you are in the darkness or you are in the light. That's little light. 1% light also is light only. That's it. You can still see something. That is light. Or total darkness. 100% darkness is darkness. But even 1% light is light. 100% is good. 1% bad is bad. That's it. That's it. Realize the thing. So that you have to understand. Positive or negative. There are only two goals, two values. Either it is positive or it is negative. I worked hard. This has positive value. If you say I worked less, is not positive, it became negative. I did not work hard is also negative. Now, what is the difference between these two negatives? I did not work hard is negative. The word not is there, that is negative. Not. If there is a word not, write down the words not, no, never, nay, nothing, none, N-O-N-E, none means no. Not, never, neither, nor. These are all negative words. Negative words are different. Sentence is positive, but if you put a negative word, it becomes negative. So this negative becomes negative because of the word. Because of the word. Okay. I did not work hard. I worked hard. I did not work hard. So that is negative sentence. Negative sentence. Because of not. There are some sentences where there is no negative word, but negative orientation will be there. He is wise. Positive sentence. Positive sentence. He is foolish. Negative sentence. Negative orientation. Foolish is not a positive quality. It is a negative quality. Try to understand this. So sentences may be because of this. Next one. Next one is, try to realize these points. Never, neither, nor, no, not, may, and ay, may. So these are negative words. None, none, and oyan, none. Fine, these are negative words. Now negative adjectives will be there. 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 Okay. So now what you do is, you can take negative words or negative adjectives or negative adverbs. What are negative adjectives? I'm telling you, I'm teaching you solid sentences. Don't think that the subject will be very easy. But if you understand, it will be very, very easy. Just like water, it will go. And you'll definitely get A grade or at least B plus. Not B, forget B, B plus. So, he played well. He played worse. Okay. Now these are the two things. He walked carefully. He walked carefully. He walked carelessly. Adverb. Walk is verb. Careful. Careful is adjective. Carefully is adverb. He walked carelessly. Negative adverb. Positive adverb. Here no, not is not there. So you can make this one. He walked carelessly. He did not walk carefully. So you'll use the opposite positive one. Then you will use the negative word. And if you use the negative word, no need of not. Because it's already negative orientation. Right. I worked hard. I failed. Now I am telling you this in 7 different. There are, I'll tell you in 20 different ways, but now this is only enough 3 different ways: simple, complex, and compound. In spite of my hard work, in spite of my hard work, I failed. Second one will not change. Second one will never change. In spite of my hard work, or in spite of working hard, or despite hard work, despite working hard, many different styles. I failed will be the same. It will never change. It will never change. Why this one never changes? Because that is standard there. That is the standard. It will never change. It is fixed. This is called the main clause. Main clause, strong one. It will not shake. Main clause. Main clause will be always firm and standard. This will never change. That's it. The other one will change. In spite of working hard, in spite of my hard work, despite working hard, despite my hard work, or despite hard work, I failed is the same. So this is called the main clause. Main clause. So in all the three types of special sentences, the main clause will not change. It will remain the same. Perfect. You cannot touch it. If you touch it, it's wrong. The next one. Okay, if this is the main clause, one main clause will be there in all the three sentences. Simple sentence, there will be a main clause. Complex sentence, there will be a main clause. Compound sentence will be also main clause. This main clause never changes. Always main clause. I failed is always main clause. Now, I'm asking you one question. Understood? You will learn. You will learn. Don't ask the taste to Dr. Surendra before you eat, because you will know the taste. Okay? There is a saying in Telugu, Tinabotu ruchuleru adagakudu. That means, okay, don't ask the taste before you eat, because you are about to eat now. You'll know the taste on your own. Because even if you gain knowledge, you are not going to do anything. Just practically you'll get everything. That is what is workshop. Workshop. Workshop means you will know everything by the end. No doubts will be left. So remember that. Fine. So now here you understood main clause will be a standard. This second sentence, I failed, the result will never change. In cause and effect sentences, the main clause is the effect. It will always remain the same. It will always remain the same. So now, don't touch it even by mistake. Never touch that even by mistake. It is a big mistake. And it will lose its ground. It is strong. So if you spoil it, everything will be spoiled. So next. So the other sentence only you have to say. So three sentences. Simple sentence, I failed, same. Complex sentence, I failed, same. Compound sentence, I failed is same. Right. Now, then why this difference? The other sentence will transform. The other sentence will transform. So now, I told you main clause. I'm telling you, introducing a new word, phrase. Phrase. A clause, when you join 2 or 3 sentences, and there will be 2 pieces, and the piece which has a subject and a verb of its own is called a main clause, a clause, a clause, a clause, a clause. Clause means it should have a subject and it should have a verb. In spite of my hard work, In spite of working hard, I failed. I is the subject and failed is the verb. It did not change. It remains there. So that is a clause. But in spite of my hard work, where is the subject? Where is the subject? No subject. Because there you have hard work. Okay. There is hard work. Hard work is noun. Hard work is noun. There is no subject, there is no verb. In spite of my hard work, where is the verb? No verb. So in a clause, now there are two pieces now. In spite of my hard work, I failed. In spite of my hard work, there is no subject, there is no verb. Okay. Now here, I failed. I is the subject and failed is the verb. That is not the other case. So, such a part of a sentence where there is no subject or no verb or no subject and verb. There is no subject or there is no verb or there is no subject and verb. That one is called a phrase. That one is called a phrase. Phrase means a piece of a sentence which does not have either the subject or the verb or both the subject and the verb. That is called a phrase. Right. In this sentence, in this part, in this phrase, there is no subject, there is no verb. Okay. It is a phrase. So when you use such phrases, it becomes a simple sentence. It becomes a simple sentence. Simple sentence means one clause with some addition. That's all. With some addition. A phrase. So one sentence is transformed into a phrase. That means one main clause and one phrase, that is a simple sentence. One main clause and one phrase. I bought, I purchased, okay, I purchased a golden watch. I purchased a golden watch. Golden. Golden. I purchased a golden watch. I purchased a gold watch, a golden watch. I purchased a chair, a wooden chair. This is ordinary sentence. I purchased a wooden chair, ordinary sentence. Okay. I purchased a watch of gold. Of gold. We're adding something there. Okay. I purchased a watch which is made of gold. I purchased a watch and it is made of gold. These are the three different types of sentences. Now here in the same way. Despite working hard, I failed. Despite working hard, working is a gerund. There is no verb there. Working is a gerund. Working hard. Drinking juice. Smoking cigarettes. There is no subject, no verb. It's a gerund there and it's a noun there. Smoking cigarettes. He is smoking cigarettes, verb is there. He is smoking. But smoking cigarettes is injurious to health. Smoking cigarettes is not a verb. Smoking is a gerund here. A verbal noun. Okay. Cigarettes is the noun. And smoking is used in front of cigarettes. Smoking cigarettes is an action used as a noun. It's not a verb there. It's a verbal noun. So, phrase. Next one. Though I worked hard. Though I worked hard. So you are adding though. Though I worked hard, comma, I failed. Now here I worked hard. I worked hard. You are not changing. So that means it is a clause. That is also a clause. And this is also a clause. So two clauses are there here. Though I worked hard, I failed. Though I worked hard, I failed. Now here, I worked hard also, you are not changing. It is as it is. There is a subject I, there is a verb worked. Finished. So that is also a clause. And this is also a clause. So that means there are two clauses in this sentence. There are two clauses in this sentence. Now, okay, fine. And another sentence. Another sentence. I worked hard, but I failed. Here also both the sentences are not changing. In both the sentences, there are verbs and there are nouns, subject and verbs. There also subject and verb is there. Here also subject. That means here also two clauses are there. Two clauses are there. Now I am giving you a challenge. I am giving you a challenge. Now, what is the difference between these two clauses? If anybody can tell me this, raise your hand. What is the difference? There are two clauses in both the sentences. Simple sentence, only one main clause and other one phrase. But here there are two clauses. There are two clauses. I'm counting till 3. And if nobody is raising the hand, then I'll move forward. 3. What's the difference? Why these two clauses? What are they? What is the difference? What makes it? That is what is going to be very important. You understood what is a phrase? And if you use a phrase, it will be simple sentence. That is understood. Now here there are two clauses. 3. How can you differentiate this? Do you know? If not, learn. 2, 1. Yes, Simon, sir, start. So here there are two clauses. Here there are two clauses. In one place, you're using though I worked hard. Yes. Surendra has raised his hand. Yes, Surendra. You can unmute.
One is dependent and one is independent class.
Very good, excellent. That's very good. I told you main clause. Main clause means there is a second one, subordinate clause. 1 second, please. Hello? No. Any this good? This good. 10, you take 10. 10. Okay. Okay. So, now, this is main clause and this is subordinate clause. Or this is independent clause and this is dependent clause. The one which is changing from phrase to clause and having a word of its own, though I worked hard, or even though I worked hard, or although I worked hard. Though I worked hard. If you say, though I worked hard, and you sit silent like that. Though I worked hard. What, sir? Though you worked hard, what? Tell now. Why are you telling incomplete sentence? I failed. So now the meaning is that without I failed, there is no meaning. That means this part, though I worked hard, it is incomplete without the other one. So that means it is depending on the other one. And I failed. If I say I failed, okay. I failed. Okay. So what? I failed. Yes. Understood. I failed is complete in itself. Though I worked hard. You will expecting something more. You are waiting to hear. Because it is incomplete. You say what he will tell next. So that is called dependent clause. This is depending on that one. This is subordinate clause. He needs the orders of the boss. So that is the point. So one is main clause and one is subordinate clause. One is independent clause and one is dependent clause. Depending, weak. So one is strong and one is. So how do we identify? That is what somebody asked me. How do we identify? The clause which never changes is the main clause. And the other one is the subordinate clause. That's all. Now, in a complex sentence, there will be complex. Complex means separate. Different complexes. One is like this, one is like that. Complex. Mixture. So one is main clause and one is subordinate clause. So that is a complex sentence. Complex, difficult to understand. Little difficult to understand. Okay. Simple sentence is the most difficult actually. I finished the work. I went to the park. Having finished the work, I went to the park. After finishing the work, I went to the park. I went to the park after. Okay. So try to understand this. Having finished the work, I went to the park. After finishing the work, I went to the park. This is simple sentence. After finishing the work. Having finished the work, simple sentence. Try to understand. Now, complex sentence. One main clause and one subordinate clause. Now, how do you know that? How do you know that? Another style. I already told you. What is main clause? I already told you. The other clause is subordinate clause. That is understood. But how to identify even easily? You have to transform into 3 different types. Then only you will know what is clause, what is phrase. We don't have that much time. Then what is easy? What is easy and what? The easiest option. What is the easiest option? Now, yes, the easiest option is like this. See here. There are 2 types of conjunctions. There are 2 types of conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions and coordinating conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions and coordinating. Coordinating means the same level of conjunction, same level. They coordinate, they join to equal level of sentences. They are called coordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions. The next one, there are some conjunctions which join senior with junior. That means main with subordinate clause. So those conjunctions are called subordinating conjunctions. Those conjunctions are called subordinating conjunctions. Okay, subordinating conjunctions. Right. Now, how to differentiate between coordinating conjunctions and subordinating conjunctions? Write down the letters which I am telling you in capitals. Write down which I am telling in capitals. FANBOYS. 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 So fanboys. 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 Now write down top to bottom in your notebook. FANBOYS. One below another. FAN fan. BOYS. Boys. Why boys, not girls? No. Fanboys is different. This is totally different. Right. Fine. These are 7 words. For, and, nor. Write down. FANBOYS. Now here you write. Like put a line and write. For, FOR, for. AND, and. NOR, nor. But, or, yet, so. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Fanboys. These are the 7 words. If you use these 7 words, it becomes, the sentence becomes a compound sentence. Compound sentence. Both are clauses, and you use these words, 7 words, then it becomes compound sentence. No, పంపించేసిన. నేను చూస్తాను. Yes. Now, yes. So, you are joining 2 sentences. For example, I worked hard, but I failed. But is in fanboys. But is in fanboys. If you are not using but, though I worked hard, I failed. Though is not in fanboys. So it is complex sentence. Phrase, simple sentence. Not fanboys, complex sentence. Fanboys, compound sentence. Is that clear? If it is yes, type yes. 1 second. Yeah. So if it is clear, type yes. If you use a phrase, it's simple sentence. If you use fanboys, compound sentence. If you don't use fanboys, it is complex sentence. Understood or not? All of you hit a yes, please, so that I'll know that you're following me. If you don't understand, I cannot move forward only. So how do I know? Okay. Just 1 yes after so much lecture. Fine. Right. Now, I want you to write these things in 3 different styles. Come on, write down. Simple sentence, complex sentence, compound sentence. I work in spite of my hard work, I failed. This is simple sentence. Though I worked hard, I failed. This is complex sentence. I worked hard, but I failed. Compound sentence. Now, what I want you to do is write two ordinary sentences of your own. Write two ordinary sentences of your own. And then join it into three styles. Medication. Medication. Gerald Baker is compliant to medication. Compliant. Medication. Gerald Baker is compliant with medication. Okay. Second sentence is, he did not recover. He did not recover, like that. So write two sentences of your own in your notebook first. In your notebook. Yes. Write two sentences and join the sentences. Okay. Yes, I'm showing it now. Right, let us see here. I worked hard. I failed. I worked hard. I failed. Two sentences are there. I worked hard. I failed. In spite of my hard work, I failed. Despite hard work, I failed. Though I worked hard, I failed. Although I worked hard, I failed. Even though I worked hard, I failed. I worked hard, but I failed. I worked hard, yet I failed. Okay. Now you see here, you are using in spite. In spite of. Here you are using despite. Here you are using though, the word though. Here using although. And here you are using even though. Okay. And here using the word but. Here you are using the word yet. So now here, but fanboys, for and nor, but, okay, yes, or yet. So, but and yet, if you are using, the sentence will become compound sentence. The sentence will become compound sentence. Jane? Okay. Now let us see here. This is compound. Now here, in spite of and despite hard work, in spite of my hard work, okay. So this is simple sentence. And though, although, even though, it is not a phrase because I worked hard is there as it is in the ordinary sentence. So I worked hard, no change. So that means this is complex. So now you see there. These are ordinary sentences. So all the sentences are there. Yeah. Now you can see that very clearly. So ordinary sentences. Don't use ordinary sentences like this. They are danger. They are bringing danger bells. Danger bells. Red. Don't use ordinary sentences. Use simple sentences. Okay. These are simple sentences. And these are complex sentences. Okay. So now you can use different words. Okay. Fine. Just go through this example for a minute. Yes. So use these sentences. Despite medication compliance, the recovery process was not as expected. I gave you one sentence. Okay. Right. Now I am going to ask you some things. So these are solid sentences. and I'll give you many different types of sentences in different sessions. This is the first. Cause and effect relationships can be joined like this. He failed because we cannot say. He failed because we cannot say here. This is contrasting cause and effect. So he worked hard, he should pass, but he failed. Opposite result, negative result. So such conditions only. Positive action, negative result. Positive cause, negative effect. Positive cause, negative effect. That condition only you can use this one. He passed because he worked hard. That is different. That is different. So try to use these things. Now tell me. Now can you write your sentence? Okay. I'm unmuting everyone. Okay. Everyone can unmute. Now I want you to share your experience. Whether you learned this style of sentences. Okay. So first let me start with Surendra. Dr. Surendra.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Surendra. Can you tell me what I taught you? Is it important or not important, and why it is important? You tell me in your own words.
It's very important, sir, because YT needs this type of sentences. Moreover, if we write ordinary sentences, we may lose marks. If we write simple sentences, complex, compound sentences, it will be meaningful for the reader.
Yes.
And
Go ahead.
Today we learned about simple sentence, complex, compound for cause and effect relationship.
Okay, positive cause and negative
Yes.
effect, or negative cause and positive effect. Both are okay.
Either way. Yeah.
Contrasting cause and effect relationship.
Yes.
I did not work hard. I failed. I passed. I did not work hard. I passed. So this is also the same thing. Opposite ends. How did you pass? Surprise. That is the point. This is a shock. This is a surprise. In spite of my hard work, I failed. It's shock, surprise. Okay, that is how it is. Okay, very good. That is Dr. Fine. Next, Ravi Kiran. Dr. Ravi Kiran. You can unmute. Okay. Divya D'Souza.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Yes, tell me.
Okay, today I learned we should in the writing we should add the complex and compound sentences. We are always using the simple sentences. We should modify the components and compound sentences. We should use more in our writing. Understood.
Yeah. So you got the point. Don't write separate sentences. Write like this together. In spite of medication compliance, okay, the recovery was not as expected. Like that, something. Okay.
I made one sentence. He was unhealthy, but he cannot walk short distance.
Yes. What is the sentence once again?
He was unhealthy,
Hmm.
but he can walk short distance.
Very good. In spite of being unhealthy, walking short distances is possible. Passive voice. Okay. So you can write like ambulation. Okay, that is different. That is advanced sentences. Okay. At least make join two sentences. Very good. You have done well. Very good. Very good. That is unhealthy, and this is walking short distances. This is negative. This is positive. Negative and positive, or positive and negative. One should be negative, one should be positive. You can use these sentences. Okay, next. Divya, very good. Elizabeth, once you finish your turn, you can mute your mics, please.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes, please. Yes, Elizabeth,
Sir,
share your experience.
sir, this was definitely useful, sir. You are taking more effort to coming our level to understand, to help to understand us. And the usage of this simple sentence, complex and compound sentence are very useful in this. Very important to use in our OET exam. So it's crystal clear, sir, now.
Yes, very good, very good. So, very good. I'm very happy, really, I'm very happy. I told only 3 admissions, 3 doctors. There were 4 doctors now. One is Ravi Kiran and one is Surendra and one is Vidya from United States or somewhere. Yesterday she called me, and another doctor, Hafiza from Saudi Arabia. Okay, 4 doctors. I don't know, I did not, but the other doctor is in other time zone. So I said, okay, I will think about it. Fine. So doctor seats are filled. No more doctors. Okay. So we have to wait until the next batch. So doctor seats are filled, and only nurses we have one last place. One last place. If anybody is interested, you can join for the full course. Full course. Fine. Right. So finished. Next. Next we'll go to, yeah, Elizabeth, can you tell me how it is beneficial for you, these lectures? Don't you think Simon sir is taking too much time and explaining small things? We already know all these things, no? What is this Simon sir telling? Dependent class. Who want all this headache? I just want to pass OET. Nonsense this is. Tell me.
Sir, it's important. Yes, sir.
Correct, no?
Sir, this, no.
What do you think? Tell me.
No, these all are important in our exam, sir. So it's useful. You are teaching in an easy manner to understand, sir.
Okay, fine. Next. Greta. Greta Babu.
It was hello.
Yes, please.
So can I hear? It is clear, sir.
Yes, your voice is very audible, clearly.
Okay. I understood, sir. What all you teach?
Yes. What did you learn today? New things.
Types of sentences like simple, compound, how to make and all.
Okay. Fine, very good. Next, Kavaljit Kaur. And all the regular students who are going, you have a special class afterwards, and it will be only for regular students. I'm going to give you practice for these different types of sentences. So I'm not going to invite many people because I want to focus. I want to focus on the limited strength. If I take too many students, then it will be confusion and unnecessarily headache for me. So already tired. So I want to consolidate, standardize, make it perfection in your minds, these types of sentences. So we are going to practice at least 50 sentences I'll give you. Okay. So those who are regular students, remember, and I'll be sending you the link personally. Fine. Kavaljit. Okay. Nirmala, Nimi.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Nirmala. This is your first session, right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir.
Yeah. So did you attend the previous sessions, reading and listening? I explained.
No, sir. Evening class I attended.
Okay, fine. How are the sessions? How do you feel?
Yes, sir, it's very interactive, and today you had taught us many things like kinds of sentences, which is very helpful. We learned a lot, and to attain A grade, we need to use simple, complex, and compound sentences.
So
The class is
fine.
very interactive, sir. Excellent.
Okay, good.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, next one is Cinemol Augustine.
Hello, sir.
Cinemol Augustine. Yeah.
Yes, sir. The class was useful, and this given an idea on how to prepare the sentences in a complex and compound way, and it was very helpful, sir. Because most of the time I prepared as an ordinary sentence. That might be the reasons for my less marks. From next time onwards, I will try to use these sentences. Thank you, sir.
Okay, fine. Very good. That's good. Next. Aisha Mursada. Okay, Mike is not there. Usha Thomas. Usha Thomas. Okay, now let us see the guests. Geeta. Hello, Geeta. Welcome to our sessions. Okay, Geeta is okay. Kavaljit Kaur. Then Susanna Thomas.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Susanna.
Yes, sir. Good evening,
Susanna.
sir. It is very beneficial for me. Actually, I attended 2 times for OET exam, but I failed 2 times listening and reading. But the writing I am not adding despite and insight because I am so confused. Today, sir explained very well. Next time onwards, I will apply this despite and insight. I am really happy to say that, sir.
Welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
And then, yeah. So, what is this girl's name? Kavaljit Kaur. Yeah. Did you learn something, Kavaljit?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, please speak.
Yes, sir. I learned about simple, complex, and compound sentences.
Yes. Okay. Are you going to? Okay, fine. So we can discuss those later. Fine. So 9:30, lunch time. Sorry, dinner time. So we'll call it a day. And now what you can do is you can try making these sentences. You can try making these sentences. You can use lot of things. Lot of things. In your, you can use this. So for example, sometimes say you want something and you do something, that's the cause, and afterwards the result will not be the same, it is negative result, or you do something negative, okay, and something positive results come. So such sentences you can use these things, right? So you can make these sentences in spite of providing education regarding the importance of medication compliance, dietary regimen, and exercise, physical exercises. reluctance to follow was noticed. See the quality of sentence there. In spite of education, in spite of education or counseling, in spite of counseling, comma, in spite of, you can add anything afterwards. In spite of education, in spite of counseling, in spite of advice. Okay. Medication non-compliance is noticed. That's it. So simple as that. See the quality of sentence. Many people say, education is provided. He is not interested. Is not following, like the 3 or 4 sentences. Just one sentence and close it up. And use passive voice. Passive voice we'll think about afterwards. First learn how to join the sentences. Then we can see how to improve the quality still further. Okay, fine. So we call it a day. So good night. 30 seconds, 1 minute, 60 seconds. Your feedback.
Hello,
Feedback,
sir.
please. Hello.
Sir, I had one doubt. So what about the reading and writing sessions?
Reading and
Then I
writing,
had
the links will be given to you in the group. Or maybe I think you missed the links or you got the links later because today is your first day, maybe like that. I'm sorry if you
Okay.
missed that one. It will be there in the
Yeah.
group. You will get in the Telegram, not in the Telegram channel, only in our regular group you will get those things, not for everyone. Regular group, I think, did they add you? Let me check. Let me check whether they have added you.
Okay, sir.
Coordinator. Let me see. What's your name?
Nirmala.
Nirmala. Okay. If you don't get, you can just get back to me and you can let me know. So,
Okay.
Sir,
and
please add me also, sir, Susanna. Actually, I am in the Telegram group.
huh?
Morning I sent you
Nirmala, I'm
message,
sorry,
sir, but
Nirmala. I'm sorry you are not there in the subscription group. I'm sorry for that. I missed you. I'm adding you right
okay.
now.
Okay, sir.
You
Because
have
morning
just
I sent you a
registered for
message.
the course yesterday, no? So I told them, but it was missing. So, right, Nirmala.
So tomorrow
Nirmala.
onwards you will be sending the link, no, sir?
Yeah, automatically you will get. See, I'm adding you now itself in the regular paid group.
Okay, sir.
Nirmala Devi. Yeah, I'm just adding you there.
Okay.
Yes, and anybody is there if you want to attend regular sessions, you want to join the course. Okay, there's only one last seat remaining, last seat. So you can contact me, and this is my WhatsApp number. I thought I will stop, but some students came, so that's why I'm giving you the option. If anybody is there. So this is my number 9877867360. This is my number 9877867360. This is my number. You can note it down and you can send me a WhatsApp message. Last seat is left and seats are full. And then Cinemol, very good. You're a real darling. You use excellent words. Okay, fine. So that is it. So I added you just now. So where is that? Superstars. Yeah. Where is that? Where is that? Here. This is Nirmala. Yeah, it got added. So you are there in the regular paid group, subscription
Okay.
group, and
Okay.
all the messages. See, every message will be here. See, this is writing styles message. I added Joyce. Okay, these are all paid students. So your list will be there, and you can see here. So this is okay. Everything will be posted here in the OET
Okay.
Superstars. So all the links. See one. Every time there is a link, you will get here. Okay,
Oh, okay, sir.
fine.
And regarding the study material also, you will be
Study material also in the same group you will get.
same group. Okay.
And I will give you
Thank
the
you.
study material also. You can take from here. I'll show you. If you do not get also, no problem. Nothing to panic. You go to the classical corrections group, Telegram.
Okay, okay,
You
sir.
know that you are member in Telegram, right?
Yes, sir.
So what you have to do is go to classical correction. Then there you check here. Okay. There will be, see here, 1,256 audio files and 4,461 files. So
Okay,
there you
sir.
go and open that and you just type reading material. Just reading,
Okay.
all the reading material will come here.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Say reading by
Okay.
Jaden, Maggie Ryan. Okay. So all of
Okay.
you should know here. Reading, IRS reading. I mean, a lot of material meeting. Many people have given there. See, this is one material, Maggie Ryan, 1, 2, and 3. Reading session, authentic reading materials, OET 30 reading. So all different type of readings are there. And if you want listening, just type listening.
Okay.
That's it, listening. So you can get a listening, spelling mistake I have written. Listening, sorry. Yeah, see, all the listening material will be there. Audios also will be there. In the audio files there only, see. Practice book, listening set 1. So you can download from here also, listening session. Okay. Fine.
Okay, sir. And
Next one.
for this, you will be given daily
I will be
assignments
sending
or
every
homework?
week. I will be sending
Okay.
daily. I will be sending.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, sir.
Daily, I'll
Thank
be
you, sir.
sending the materials, whatever available there. I'll be sending,
Okay.
and it is not compulsory that you have to write only this, only this, only this. No, you can write
Okay.
any letter, any reading, any writing. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
So
sir.
fine. We'll discuss with you tomorrow because
Okay,
today
sir.
was the first session for you. Tomorrow we'll call you personally and we'll tell you the orientation.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Fine. Right. And here it is. So here it is. So now the materials will be here like this. We'll be sending you the materials and corrections letters also will be posting like this. You can see everyone's corrections and you can learn from their mistakes also. See, this is reading material, 190 pages. You can just download this one and you can print. Okay, these are some materials which students gave and we are following up. So now what you have to do is you have to see here, this is nursing book. This is medicine book. Like that every time we'll give materials. So what you have to do is you have to download this Microsoft Lens and I'm posting it here.
Okay.
I am posting it here. This is an application, Play Google. So Microsoft Lens. So this is Microsoft Office program. And with this you have to make PDF and send me. It will be very neat. It will be very neat. So that's how it is going to be. Fine. So okay then, good night. Have a nice day.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
sir. Bye, sir. Good night, sir. Bye-bye. Take care, sir.
See.